What's happening, fandoms? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we react to music videos and shows. Today we're going back to The Expanse. We're in season 4. We're moving to episode 4. This one's called Retrograde. In the last one, we had Holden and Alex and one of the scientists from the science expedition exploring out across the world of Illis / New Terra and finding / triggering these worldwide threats, huge lightning strikes that caused massive damage at the settlement. And then they found that one of those gigantic spire buildings things was moving and tearing up a kilometers wide swath of terrain and headed straight for the settlement. So Holden called down a missile strike on it from the Rossi, and it stopped it somehow. I can't imagine how a mere missile had any impact on proto molecule style technology, but apparently it did enough damage to stop it in its tracks. And they're just out there exploring, looking for whatever. And in the settlement, things are escalating, and Chief of Security Mercury is implementing his plan to get rid of the rogue elements of the refugee camp. Killed off a bunch of people who were literally plotting to kill them. So, I mean, is he 100% wrong? No, but they hadn't done anything more than plot at that point, and he just basically slaughtered them. And the reason he knew who to take care of is he's basically put bugs all around the entire settlement, so he's listening to everything that happens all the time. This is not a huge surprise. This happened in the book, not a surprise to me. In the book, they set fire to the building they were in and basically burned them alive, which was very brutal. In this one, they just basically shot them all as they came out. So I'm not sure which is worse. But the base elements of the storyline remain intact. It's Mercury against the entire refugee settlement, basically, and he's just not gonna have any mercy when it comes to anything even remotely threatening his mandate, and the mere existence of these refugees threatens his mandate. So he's gonna continue to murder people, basically, I believe, and we'll see. Amos isn't having any of it. He's just basically facing them down and blatantly not listening to them, while at the same time sleeping with a member of the security crew. So it's a very interesting dynamic. Naomi is having some major problems with her health. The gravity drugs are not working sufficiently to help her heart, and she's basically dying by staying down here in the gravity well. And that is going to force her to go back up into orbit so that she can live, basically. Not a piece of the story from the books that I remember. I don't think she even went down the gravity well at all. There was no gravity drugs, interactions. We just had people in orbit the whole time. So this is how we get them back up there for a later part of the storyline, I suppose. I really enjoyed all of these pieces with her really struggling and fighting to be present here. And, you know, it has to have something to do with her perhaps prepping to try to be there for Holden to be able to go to Earth and meet his family. That may not work out for her, though. Even though she may want to do that, it may not actually be possible for her. Not everybody can come from a belter background and survive long enough in a gravity well. So it's unfortunate, but that's just the facts of this world as we have built it. So I'm excited to see how we continue the story. Things are progressing along quite quickly, but not any faster than I would necessarily expect. Some things have accelerated. Like, I didn't expect Holden to be out exploring down inside monuments and so on in the second episode, but they've gotta set, you know, plot points up, and that's a great way to do it. So but he didn't really do much down there in that first set of spelunking into the monument or structure, whatever you want to call it. So there's definitely, well, I can't say definitely because I have no idea how they're converting this story. They seem to be moving pretty closely to the book plot. If they continue that way, Holden will find some more time down inside those structures. So maybe today. Let's find out. Here we go. If you'd like to see full-length versions of this episode and all of our other shows, they're available on our Patreon. The link is below.
The first episode of every season is available for free to watch on our Patreon.
Thank you. Right back to this moment.
Mercury. He gunned down my friends. He's coming for me.
I'll take you to the Rosie. You'll be safe there.
But
We're leaving.
Get back! Get back!
Yeah, he's just...
Amos.
Where is he headed? Is he headed straight for Lucia? Boy.
Get off him!
Whose side are you on?
Nothing else. Get him.
You give him enough time to get away, and that's all he was doing.
Where's Amos?
They beat him down,
He was protecting us.
but there was nothing I could do. I'm sorry.
Just stay where you are. We'll come get you.
No, it'll be safer.
If we keep moving, just meet us at the Rosie.
Well, this is a bit of a change. That's okay. It was the husband that went up in the Rosie.
You think you're doing?
In the
Bringing
books.
terrorists to justice. If they murdered yours, you'd be doing the same.
If you hurt Naomi, you are a dead man.
If you really care about her, tell us the story.
You're also a criminal. You just murdered people.
Let's go.
Fugitive was with Naomi in a gutter. They're heading towards the Rocinante. Take a cart. Get there first. Do not let them in.
Get on it. Move.
Holden, you just gave away the plan.
James, pick up a goddamn comb and tell me precisely what the fuck is going on down there.
Excuse me.
What?
I'm sorry, ma'am. They're ready for the interview.
Interview. Okay, with a full body view, her fit looks much cooler. I thought it was maybe Casual Friday. She's always got an amazing outfit on.
How much they pay you?
I was being blackmailed. I didn't really have a choice. But I knew what I was doing, and I knew it was wrong.
I bet
I'll
this
accept the
guy's
punishment.
in on it too.
You told anyone else about it?
No, sir.
It'd be a shame to lose you over something like this. I'd be willing to keep this just between us.
You would?
We got a pretty wide selection.
I committed a crime.
Yeah,
Nothing bad happened to anybody. So what's the harm in doing it again?
Oh, he just wants a cut. He wants in on it.
Unless you prefer I report you.
You won't have to. I quit.
Hey, come on. This is a great opportunity for both of us.
He's not about that criminal life. Everybody she talks to either ignores it, is in on the deal, or wants to become a criminal. That's terrible.
Doesn't better markets for stolen goods closer than 9 Metis. Why go so far sunward?
Interesting way to introduce Marcos.
Ships,
Chop chop, all gone. Him say he sell for parts. We give you back 10% for us kill him now. Good fun.
Hey, Chandra. Mercury wants to see you. They still haven't found the fugitives. Why don't you sit the fuck down?
Oh boy. He's so menacing. Even restrained. Man, he is a beast.
Really didn't want to have to shoot him.
All right, Chief. Can't help you. We're heading behind the planet. Signal blackouts imminent. We'll talk to you again in 11 hours, 43 minutes, and 19 seconds.
Doctor!
Oh.
God damn it.
Ah! Love it!
He's now on lockdown.
Love it. Very
Just
cool.
try anything. Shoot them.
Oh, they're guarding. Yeah, they're guarding the gangway to the Rossi. So how are they going to get in? They're going to go around the back, huh?
We can sort it all out after we get to the ship.
Yeah, Lucia needs to get off the planet. Naomi needs to get off the planet. It works.
We've never had to deal with so many veterans returning home at the same time. Frankly, our placement services have been overwhelmed.
Okay, now she's going to go work for the
Keep your
VA.
chin up. Have faith in Mars. Something will turn up.
Oh. She's not working there. She's going there to try and get a job.
Hey. How about another beer?
Of course, I was disappointed when I
I wonder if they're going to make him a recurring character.
I had always found her life story to be so inspiring. It was sad to learn that's all it ever was, a story. The
Yeah.
truth is that Nancy Gao defrauded our government for her own personal gain.
Fuck it. Mars don't deserve us.
Yeah, that's an attitude many people are taking.
You get 2 more?
Make him tequilas.
Bobby's looking to get it in. Okay. I like this new guy. I like the black on black OPA they did.
How sweet.
That's nice.
No, never called me that.
Where's her son?
Here it is.
What did she tell you?
You used her for murder and stole her child when she tried to leave.
Is that the story she's telling now?
Did she lie?
Oh, we all lie to ourselves first.
Interesting that we're getting him now.
She is not a terrorist. You are.
He haunted her.
This is a sad
I
story.
held her every night when she woke up screaming and dried her tears.
Yeah, he tricked her into destroying a civilian ship.
Some are fighters. And some are not.
They got a good actor for this guy.
No reach until the fight happened.
What did you do with Philip?
Much gaslighting.
The best I could.
Yeah, he's got him wrapped up in some
How did it
nasty
go?
shit.
He talks too much.
She's got a point, Cap.
All right. Don't open the cargo bay doors until you hear us above. We'll be there soon.
So will we.
Okay. Interesting.
Let's go. You sure you're ready? I'm fine.
She needs to get off this planet and soon. Or she is gonna just... Oh no! Mercury tracked him down. Damn. Cool shot. Man, I love that.
It's one of yours, Kay.
I certainly hope so.
Check the aft PDC. We may need it soon.
Yeah, boss man.
Now Ashford's alone with him.
Clace Ashford. The ghost knife of Callisto. The
Ooh.
left hand of Anderson Dawes. And now the little
Ghost
boy.
knife.
What?
What a cool name.
Makes me sad.
Ah, shut your mouth, or I will shut it for you.
Inner's war didn't just kill their ships. It killed their spirits. Mars is no longer the Mars that we used to fight.
What does Mars have to do with it?
Yeah. Not gonna tell him.
You people. Done a long time reporting back to you.
Oh, it's an old ship. Give me a tighter beam to our friends.
He's gonna negotiate his surrender, Marco's hostage.
It was worth a try.
That was planned, huh? Ooh, what is happening here?
This is Black Sky. We have target lock on the Nautilus ship. Golden Bow also.
Wow, I'm impressed. That was cool.
Did you know that veterans drink for free at the bars? Why didn't anyone tell me that? Thank goodness the bartender was eavesdropping because we racked up quite a tab.
Something happened at work?
You think the slapdicks at the VA could have mentioned it?
Come on.
This is a Mariner Valley police action. Remain in place until you receive further instructions.
What just happened?
Roberta Draper? What's this about? Roberta Draper, you're under arrest for grand larceny and conspiracy to commit. We have a sworn statement from your salvage yard foreman as well as confirmation on the missing materials. Let's go.
Oh, he turned her in. What a shithead.
It's been real bad.
Oh, Alex
Sorry, Jim.
knows.
She made me promise not to tell you.
Ooh, now somebody's shot.
Naomi Nagata! I give you my word you won't be harmed.
Whoa, what the hell? She's using the point defense cannons. Wow.
Naomi! She's been shot!
She looks terrible. Oh my god, good job with the makeup. Woo! They were trying to figure out Marcos's plan. That was their plot all along.
If you are judges, you can't be prisoners.
You have broken the peace with the Innas.
And your faction does not speak for the belt.
I love this that they're over top of him.
So long as it's not just one of you spacing me, it's justice. What is my crime? Or are you all too happy carving up my corpse to care? Okay? Before the rings change everything, the rings did not change the Innas.
Is he gonna talk his way out of this?
Enough for everyone, they say. Riches for all. That has always been true. The belt has always been rich, and our wealth has always been taken from us. And now, I did for all belters.
Yeah.
You want to think that everything is new here, isn't it?
I think he's gonna convince
A ring appears,
the other belters.
and now we're making truces with the Innas. A ring appears, so we hunt down our own kind until the Innas break the treaty, which they will.
Yep, he's convincing enough of them that he's not gonna
Who
die.
here condemns me? I have a right to know.
Captain Arosoffer.
Yep.
He lives.
Yeah, we need him. We need him for later. There's more story.
Arrange the forfeit and call your ship. You are free to go.
I fear we may not get another chance.
I'm so glad they kept him around. He's so good. Love Ashford now. And in the books, he was not around. So they kept him around and gave him a part because he's such a good actor.
No one else to call.
Your offer, does it still stand?
Still have a job on the docks?
Not anymore. I'm in.
What on earth? She must be going in to try and break it from the inside. That is a real twist. Wow.
Across interstellar space to become complicit in murder. Mercury has lost his mind. What if we sent a message to corporate HQ?
A lot more.
Let me go over this. I'll call you back soon. Okay.
Interesting.
Dr.
They just go
Sarkis.
short distances, though.
I think you should look at this.
Those islands are generating massive amounts of heat.
Yeah, they are.
What the fuck is going on down there?
And he's not leaving. The ship is. He's staying.
Jim, I don't like the idea of you being out there on your own. Just take care of Naomi.
Is that Mercury just waiting for him? Like a showdown at the OK Corral.
This had nothing to do with Naomi. You just killed 24 innocent people on board my ship.
This ends now. You're not in charge anymore.
Don't you do it. Oh, he took his gun. Bye, Rossi. Just in time. Oh, wow. Okay, they're going to make us wait for that reveal. So, yeah, the Rossi needed to leave the planet in order for the tension of what's coming next to be real. Woo, boy. Very interesting that we are seeing Marcos so early in the show. He didn't have any part in book 4 that I can remember. It wasn't until later that we saw Marcos. Maybe late book 4, but yeah. And he definitely could not die. Not that early, because he has major roles to play going forward. So I was very surprised to see him. And then as soon as we started having this trial scenario where he was pleading, I knew that there was going to be some sort of mercy given. Naomi and Marcos's relationship is very, very complicated, and their son, we will meet at some point. His role in all of this is pretty significant too, and it will be interesting to see how soon we start to see the seeds of that come into play. In fact, I think we already have. I'm getting my show and my book rereads mixed up. I think no, we haven't seen the son in the show yet. Yeah, I'm just all mixed up. But wow, we're getting some very, very big changes in Bobby Draper's storyline. I am super surprised that she is in any way wrapped up in this like criminal organization. That was definitely not a piece of her story. I mean, in the books, she worked for the Veterans Administration and she was helping people find jobs, and this whole salvage and her nephew being wrapped up in problems, none of that existed. This is all brand new territory for me, and it's really interesting because her story is so different. I have no idea where it's going. I wonder, though, it makes me wonder if, I mean, she really has sort of know where to go because of the way this has painted her into a corner. She's in prison. She kept trying to do the right thing, and every one of those avenues was blocked by either the actual criminals themselves or the foreman who wanted to get in on the action and then retaliated against her when she quit. Yeah, I mean, every step of the way she was trying to be a good guy, and she just has no choice now. I guess she could remain in prison, but I think her plan is, I'm gonna go work for the bad guys so that I can figure out what they're doing and then dismantle them from the inside. It's the only thing I can think of that's congruent with her mindset, because I just can't imagine she's converting to a life of crime willingly. So that's a very interesting turn, and I like it a lot. The planet side stuff on Illis it's seemingly progressing along a very similar line that we got in the books. There are threats to the colony. Well, both of them together, we'll refer to it as the settlement, I guess. There are threats to all of the humans on this planet that come from the planet, and then there are threats to each other that come from the always present human conflict of, you know, possession and desire and greed and those sorts of things. And I have a feeling that very soon the threats from the planet are going to become much bigger than the threats from each other. And a lot of the story that we tell in The Expanse is about how there's danger everywhere around us, but the biggest threats are always each other. Sometimes when the threats from outside become so great, we band together. Like when the protomolecule became a huge threat, Earth and Mars and the Belt kind of banded together, right? And they created this treaty. And now that there's all this opportunity available, people are beginning to turn on each other again, even though there's so much available that they couldn't possibly occupy all of these habitable systems. I mean, we couldn't possibly send enough people to them for them to be full, right? It's impossible at the current state of humanity. And yet, even with so much available, the humans want to fight over individual little bits of it. And it's human nature, right? It's crazy, but it's human nature. So I have a feeling that the story, though, is going to turn again to maximize outside threat to cause the internal threats to feel small enough that they ignore them and band together. And I love it. It seems like Christian has used her wiles and ways to eliminate the threat that was the up-and-coming young politician. She dug up that dirt on her and leaked it, and then, oh, I'm so sorry to hear about all this stuff that leaked, and she turned out she wasn't as good of a person as it seemed. Yeah, that was very very interesting. And we like Christian. Love seeing her outfits. She always has the drip, and in this one, when we were getting just the basically the neck up shot, I was like, oh, that's not as intricate as usual. But then when we got the full body, man, it was super cool. And yeah, she's always got, I think Christian has, 80% of the wardrobe budget on this show. Speaking of budget, though, clearly they're making good use of it on the exterior shots in space, because some of that stuff was just stunning. And I think that's all that. Yeah, all I have to say about this one. Very good episode, as usual. I loved all the tension. I loved all the changes. Oh, one last thing. In the books, it was the husband that's been changed around. The husband was the person that was a refugee or a fugitive from the law and went up on the Rossi. This time it's Lucia. It's a change. I guess it makes sense. We're really defocusing on that husband. He was a different person, and now we're probably not really going to see him much at all. And I think it's a positive change. Lucia is a strong character, and it'll be good to have a lot of her rather than the husband, who was in the books kind of like a tragically bumbling, didn't want to be a criminal but was doing it anyway kind of a character. And I think Lucia is a stronger character overall, and so it's a good change. All right, well, we'll leave it right there. Appreciate all you guys who are following along, all the comments and all the subscribers. We really appreciate it. It does help. And thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video.